Very often we see cartoons go to the future, because to be fair, the future holds endless possibilities that we don't even know. But the past can still be a cool place because when you think about it, something Grandpa Simpson taught us.
If you ever travel back in time, don't step on anything, because even the tiniest change can alter the future in ways you can't imagine.
I'm gonna talk about the times cartoons visited the past. But let's get started with number one. Dan vs. is a very, very underrated show, and my first exposure to it was when I used to watch those old edited YouTube poops. And, for shits and giggles, it was on Tubi, and in 2020, I know that's really specific. I guess, sadly enough, really, the final episode of the series is, you guessed it, a past episode, and experiences the friendship between the titular two main characters of the series. Well, really, I guess that character, Dan and Chris. It explores the origin between the two and how they came to be. It's not the most special or anything out of the ordinary when it comes to past episodes, but considering that it is the last episode, and for what the series stood for, implying that, we get to see this after everything that had happened since then, it's pretty sweet, and the ending is pretty sweet too, considering it was also the end of the series. Underrated show, you should go watch it. It's on YouTube for free. Well, what are you waiting for? I said go watch it, it's free. Sorry about that, I don't know why this fucking Dan does that, but number two, back to the past. With a show like Spongebob, it's only natural and to be expected that they would delve into the storyline of visiting the past. And it is technically a two-parter? Not really. These two segments, Back to the Past and the Bad Guy Club for Villains, are both technically retro episodes, but Back to the Past is the one that actually takes place in the past and future. Let me explain. In this episode, SpongeBob and Patrick do their normal, annoying shenanigans, but they stumble upon, I believe, the time machine. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy explain it, but what was it, season 7? Patrick just being stupid just because, right? Fucks it up as usual, and they go through time. They go through multiple dimensions, including one where Man Ray takes over the world. I really can't remember anything else. It was weird though, but it's the whole simple storyline of them fucking up the past, so it fucks up the future in a way. It's a little boring, not gonna lie, but I guess the idea itself is good. It wasn't executed here that good, but whatever. And then the ending was really weird and confusing. But it was nice seeing young Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy again. And, fun fact, in this episode, Mermaid Man is played by the late Adam West, R.I.P. But yeah, that's pretty cool to know. Yeah, pretty much. Skips' story. I was debating on if I wanted to include this in here. Actually, no, I'm not. It was an easy pick. Skips is one of those characters that has relatively always been mysterious, but has hinted at having a dark past. And this episode explores pretty much the whole backstory of it. After time and time of it being teased about, by the way, spoiler alert, I think I should say, asking why Skips, it's revealed that he had a special sweetheart in high school, and, the whole shit with, the giant babies and, the demon baby Clorbane. There was, a rivalry of, oh, well, actually, no, I don't even think Clorbane liked her, so that's another thing. Yeah, as we all know, Skips was rebellious back when he was young, but he falls for this girl named Mona, and they go through a whole relationship, and they go through a dance, but Clorbane shows up out of nowhere and fucks everything up. Mona attempts to save Skips from a falling piece of the roof, but ends up being the one getting caught underneath it. After the epic battle with Clorbane, he goes to check to see if Mona's there, only to find out that she tragically died. And in that silent moment, hell, I ain't gonna lie, even just thinking about it, I'm remembering when I first saw it. It's some pretty tense shit, even before having not even gone through a relationship, I felt it, man. Damn, that's two things, man. Damn. The reveal of why Skips was another thing that, adds to why this has to be one of the best examples of cartoons exploring the past, in my opinion, at least.